Over 10 years ago I used hooks this size to target perch and trout from our local lakes and rivers back in the Lake District. 3 years ago I completed my lifelong dream of catching a 20-pound pike, and I used hooks which were that big. At the time I thought it would be the biggest fish I would ever see come out of UK waters. Recently I've discovered there are fish not only 10 times bigger than that, but heavier than me and bigger than the width of my car. And in this video I'm going to be using hooks that big to try to catch the majestic common skate. The docks behind me are used to this day to help supply the world with its seafood. Lobsters, crabs, langoustines, cod and pollock are brought into this harbour on a daily basis. Unfortunately though, 150 years ago it was a very different picture. In the early 20th century, ports all around the UK landed huge numbers of common skate, driving the species to the verge of extinction. With long lifespans and a high age of maturity, numbers crashed, and in a lot of places, never bounced back. Today, there are only a few protected areas left which hold common skate. Luckily, in these areas where trawling has been banned, the numbers have bounced back, and there are now so many here that they can give a shore angler the fight of their life. I gave a mark 5 minutes away from the car a quick recce with the lure rod, but found that the cliffs were too steep to land a skate without a gaff. There we go, that's a nice fish on. Nice pollock we've got here, I think. That is a lovely pollock. I had hoped to spend a few days fishing it, but instead I've got to ship all that gear about a mile over that mountain. You've just got to love it. Well, we're on to the last hill at least. It's only that big. Okay then, well it's been about 2.5 hours since I spoke to you last. We are now actually down here. We have got both the rods set up, they are fully rigged up and they are ready to get baited up and chucked out. I want to show you the baits just because I want to show you the scale of the baits which I'm going to be throwing today. Usually it gets to about this point in the day and I am at my most happiest. I am super excited for the day's fishing, super happy to be out fishing. Today, I am not quite feeling how I normally do. I am definitely feeling a little bit nervous about this whole experience. The fish which I could catch today could be 10 times the size of my current personal best. All right, let's have a look. That's it. That's basically 1.5 mackerel, a big chunk of pollock, and a giant bronzed hook. The beautiful thing about bronzed hooks is they biodegrade. If this gets lost in a fish's mouth, this will biodegrade, and it will mean that after however long it takes, the fish will no longer have a hook in its mouth. Barbless, so there's even more chance that you do not do any permanent damage to the fish. That's the rig, the thickest line I've ever seen. I think it is actually time to get it into the sea. All right then, let's see if we can get this bait more than 20 meters. Yeah, it went about 20 meters. It's slightly better. So after months of dreaming and weeks of planning, my eyes were finally fixed to the tips of my rods, bobbing up and down in the waves. I was geared to fish 12 plus hours a day and was hopeful to get into one of these fish within 3 to 4 days. I mean, it couldn't take much longer than this to catch one fish, could it? So I'll give you a bit of an update. It's been tough. I have been out for about 4 hours and I haven't had a rig back. 3 hours later, I had run out of my rigs, and the following morning woke up to just about the worst sight you could wake up to when nearly 200 miles away from home. This ended up taking me a week, but the day that I got it back, I was straight across to Woburn to give it another shot, this time with a kayak. Oh my god. Right, I think it works somehow. First bait. There she is. Let's drop her in. I hope that we're not going straight into a massive kelp bed. Number 2 rig. A little further out and a little over to the side as well. Even this didn't seem to have much effect on my luck though, and after 4 days of shipping the baits out on the kayak, the fact was set in stone. This was the hardest fish I have ever targeted. A few days later, Loch Lene was the next place to try out, but I won't bore you with the 140 hours, 2 trips and almost 2 weeks worth of fishing it straight. Well, there we go guys, it's about the end of the straw. Jaws are casting out huge mackerel baits. Whacked it out, my rod's just snapped in half. So I'm still going to fish it, honestly. I'm beyond caring at this point. Might even still try and fish it going forward even, to be fair. We'll fish this cast and then we'll see. What an absolute nightmare. This is just being probably the hardest trip of my life. This is the most time I put into catching any fish. The most money for sure. This has cost me an absolute fortune now, and it's still seeming like we're not even getting there. With only 2 good days of weather left, I made a desperate last-ditch effort to Woburn and found a mark which gave me a feeling I'd almost forgotten. Hope. Alright then, well after about 3 weeks of searching for these skate, I think we've finally found the mark. Can camp here. Kayak's going to be easy to get out, easy to land, no ledge. This is where it's going to happen. I was straight into the fish. I don't know if it's a skate. Gotta be right. Nah, this can't be a skate. Shark family? Yeah, shark family. Yeah, I don't know exactly, but I think so, yeah. I think they are. Nice. Straight down. Well, there we go, guys. That's a lovely spur dog. Look at that. That's a beauty. Might be my PB, and this is going to be my PB. Hey, that's a nice one. That's going to be that. This could be like 15 pounds. To be fair, guys, I don't know. It's got to be at least double figures, at least. Nicely hooked as well. Wow, look at that. Look at the size of it. All right then, guys. Still super strong. That's a lovely size of fish. That's got to be, I want to say 15 pounds. The next morning was the last day I could give to fish for the skate. I realised my odds were 1 in 20 to catch one. This was my 20th day of fishing. Oh my god, it's a skate! It's a skate! It's a skate! Oh my god! Right. Jesus! That did not look like a skate bite. It is. The last day. This is my last chance as well. Cheers. No rush. Jesus Christ. This is massive. I've got barbless hooks on here, so I've got to be bloody careful with it. It's just literally clamped on the bottom. Nah, I haven't actually. I don't know if this is going to be in a snag or... Fuck! Fucking lost it.
Oh yeah, joking.
I fucking lost it. It got snagged. Look at that. Oh, it's got me in a snag, and because it's barbless, it's come out. It's like taking the tension off. Oh. Well, I mean, obviously that is absolutely gutting there, but I mean, it is gutting, but has made me extremely excited to catch one of these. That was probably the most fun I've ever had for 5 minutes of my life. I kid you not. What's happened there is it's gotten a snag, and because I'm using barbless hooks, the hook has fallen out due to a lack of pressure. We've got the other rod in a snag there. It's absolute carnage. This, I felt, was going to be my last chance to get on these fish, and we've lost a fish like that, which is obviously gutting, but that run was just incredible. That was incredible. That was amazing. That was like the funnest thing I've ever done fishing, 100%. Okay, well, we're going to get back out. We're going to get back fishing. We're going to fish hard still today. I've got about another 10 hours today, going in tonight, obviously, to catch one of these skate. We know they're here. We know the baits I'm using are right. We know we're far enough out. We just have to get lucky and actually land it this time. Okay, let's get back fishing and let's see if we can make it happen today. Well, it's come to this. This is my last cast of this trip. We've gone all out with these last baits. I put everything that I had on. We've got a huge storm coming in over there, so that, and with me being out of bait, this is going to be it. We'll give these rods about 2 to 3 hours, I reckon. We just got to pray that it's not going to be spurs that find them first. I don't know, guys. This has a chance to be a skate. There's something on. There is. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. This is the last cast. Literally, look at the state of this setup. I'm ready to go home. I'm simply ready to go home. The rod is completely in pieces, right? And this is run towards me. Look, 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 look. We've got it on. We've got a skate on the last cast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well, we've got a skate on. This is the last cast. I was bringing my rods in to go home, thinking I'm going to have to come back out here and do this whole thing again. And we've got a chance at landing a skate here. The last second. Wow, this is a big fish. This is a really, really big fish. Oh, I don't know if this is going to be as big as the last or what, but as you can see there by just the bend in that rod, this is a serious fish. This is a serious fish. Wow. Today has been mint. Today has been nuts. Finally, I found a decent mark where there's actually skate. Lochaline is like the go-to mark for the most part, and I fished it for at least a week and a half and I totally blanked on the skate. Not even a run. 2 in a day. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it. Oh, now he's going a bit. Now he's going a bit. The drag is super tight, so he's in. Whoa! Look at that. Can feel it on rocks. Can feel it on rocks. Now he's going. Now he's woken up. Oh my god. Oh. I might have to sit down here, to be fair. This is really quite tiring. This might be in a snag, I don't know. This seems like it's like the exact place where it got me in a snag last time. Oh no, we've got movement. We've got movement, we're not snagged. Whoa. As soon as they get on that bottom, they literally just suction. Yeah. The amount of weight that I had to put into that rod there, and that drag is so tight. That drag is so tight. Oh, my arms. I think we're going to be here for a while. Hopefully not until And hopefully we get it in before it gets dark anyway, but this is a big fish. This is a massive fish on the last cast. Get on! I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe this has happened like this. I've been sat by the rods for literally about 2.5 hours there, and I've been watching them, nothing. But I think it's slacklined me, and with the tide run, it's meant the line's kept taut, so I haven't been able to tell. I just picked up the rod there to reel it in. Noticed there was a bit of slack, and I was thinking, what? This is not happened today yet, but this is the reason, look at this. Right, I'm gonna stop this camera for a bit because I'm probably gonna be here for a while. Oh, we're close, by the way. I think it's gonna be like, might be only like an 80 pounder. Oh, look at that. Still got stuff in the tank, can't believe it. Oh, here we go. Got colour. Look at the size of it. I don't want to go back down because it's rocky here. Jesus, man. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, especially after how today's gone, but I'm stood next to the biggest fish I've ever seen by miles and miles. This fish here, I'm going to say, has got to be about 150 pounds. I think here we've got a girl. You can see there's no claspers there. This fish is quite likely going to be 3 to 4 times older than what I am. This is honestly an honour to be stood next to a fish like this. This has been an incredible grind. This has been the hardest I've ever tried to catch a fish. And in the most unlikely circumstances, we've got one in. And it is a monster. It's an absolute monster. The fight there only took me, I want to say, about 30 minutes. And this girl's looking healthy. We're going to get the hook out of her. I've used barbless, so it'll come out nice and easily. We're going to get her back in just a second here. All right, I'm going to get it back. Oh. Well, they're just like dinosaurs, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Go on, right, let it back. Oh, go there. Couldn't find your way. Look at that, how cool is that? Go there.
Don't go that way.
Yes!